Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the DP Reunion Podcast. Here, my name is Ian Callender, one of your hosts. We have our DJ Lucas in the middle, running the show with our music for tonight, and the man with the plan, Keith Terrill, also here producing the podcast as well. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. A few things before we get started. dpreunion.org. If you have not registered, please go to the website dpreunion.org. Also, if you have registered and you want to get information on what's happening Alumni Weekend, the itinerary, there is an itinerary page that you can go to get the specifics of what's going on. I will touch on a few points. The Friday of the reunion, we have a meet and greet at 12 p.m. from 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. At Moran Hall. There you can pick up your t-shirts. If you haven't registered, you can register. And also, if you are a business that wants to sponsor anything as well, you can sponsor there last minute as well on that Friday. Hopefully, you get yourself in before then, but we're not going to turn you down if you want to sponsor on that meet and greet. Friday evening at Madison Mission. We would like members to be at Madison Mission no later than 6 p.m. The Singspiration concert starts at 7. Okay, starts at 7. Then Saturday night, we'd like the members to show up no later than 7 p.m. Concert starts at 8 p.m. All right. On Sunday, we do have some team photos, some choir photos, that we would like to take on Sunday, and we'll meet at Moran Hall for those as well. This time we will meet at 10 a.m. All right. All right. So moving along tonight, we have a few guests with us. We're going to get right into it with our first guest because he is on East Coast time. So we're going to bring on our first guest and turn it over to DJ Lucas.
Well, I would say to the people that are watching, this man needs no introduction, but I will introduce him anyway. My man 50 Graham, Pastor Paul Graham here in the building. We are so glad that you could take some time out of your busy schedule to sit with us and share some memories. Yeah. You have a unique viewpoint that some of us may not have due to your tenure.
Tenure.
Yeah, I'm trying to say better than. Listen, man, I already got in trouble with some of your peers for saying stuff like AARP and Jerry. I mean, I got enough people looking for me. I'm hoping their memories are already failing them. They don't remember because some of them basically said they was looking for me in daytime with a flashlight.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
We're hoping that this will be this is my olive branch. Pastor Graham, is wonderful to have you here this evening.
Man, it's a pleasure to be here. In fact, this is surreal. So it's exciting just watching the other episodes and just listening to stuff that I don't know. You know what I mean? Just looking back at of where it started, where it is now. That's why I know heaven's gonna be wonderful, man. That's why I know heaven's gonna be wonderful.
So you were saying, I think one of the comments you were saying, it was blowing your mind seeing where we were now. Tell us a little bit about your history with the choir, and how far back you go, sir.
Well, let me just put it this way. I remember the specific day that we were in my room, and when I say it was in my room, it was in Cunningham Hall. My brother and myself in our room, and these folks from the hallway came in, the guys, and was like, we want to do something different. Like, we really just want to do something different. And what happened was that a few people came into the room and decided, hey, let's make a choir. Let's just make a choir. I can say this, who would have thunk it, man? Really, who would have thunk it? And so I can call some names that's probably not even in the papers right now, you know what I mean, or in the books. But I know that Dwayne and Wayne Keynes, they're twins from Bermuda. Myself and my brother, there was a guy named Moody. I don't know if anybody remember this guy, but he was like the first director. a dude named Moody, and a cat from California named Johnny Bones. I don't even know if he was even Adventist. You know,
Wow.
he played the drums. One of our first musicians is a cat named Michael Darvell. So those days when we first started, we had to ask permission if we could have the women come into our dorm, you know, for practice. And man, it must have been about maybe 12, 13 of us in the room. And we put it out there and said, listen, we're going to do something. And it was the first time, it was like 3 o'clock one Saturday afternoon. The place was jam-packed, man, of just freshmen. I don't know if Cunningham Hall still has a chapel. Nah, yeah. It was in the chapel. You know, piano that was off, you know, it was really good. Another cat that was with was a guy named Brian Clifton. Brian Clifton was one of the piano players also. So when I think about that day, man, and how the news went out that we were doing this, man, it was word of mouth. Nobody put up flyers, you know, and what have you. It was just word of mouth. And like the next week, everybody and their mother's uncle was in there. You know what I mean? And it was nice. It was really nice. In fact, Owen didn't step on the scene until later on. Owen Simons never came up on the scene until later on. And when he came on there, man, he put some structure to that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's like one of my greatest friends right now, but I hated him. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't stand him. Like this brother would be directing, and he can hear a note that's off, and just stop everybody. Stop. You don't sing loud. So it was definitely a time to remember. Will I admit this to you? Yes. I never thought that it would, you know when they say I never thought hip hop would go this far. You know what I mean? I never thought hip hop would go this far. I'm gonna tell you, I never thought in my wildest dream in 1988 that this will go that far. Never. And God has done some wonderful things, man. I mean, he's done some wonderful things. I give you, like, Lucas, I'll tell you this one thing, and I'll tell you this one thing. One of the craziest things about this has probably saved a lot of unwanted pregnancies. That choir. I ain't scared of y'all. Y'all can't. I'm talking about at the times on a Friday, you didn't have time.
Yeah.
So if you was dedicated to the choir, you'd have to eat, go to the choir, then go to AY. And the times that I was living in, it was 10:30, bro. You're done. It's time to 10 o'clock. It's time to go in. You understand where I'm coming from? So it had saved a lot of downtime. You know what I'm saying? It saved a lot of downtime.
No idle time. I definitely understand that.
No idle time at all, man. No idle time. So when I think of some of these some of these folks that it's probably not even with us anymore. You know, some folks have started with us, they're not even with us anymore, and we got to sing on a sea of glass. You understand what I'm saying? So 35 years, man, it's a challenge looking back and saying, wow, that's real. 35 years. Whew. So I mean, Ian, you great. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't feel like you don't feel like there's a problem with that. I don't know.
I mean, it's just hereditary. That's what it's still there. It's still all there. The hair is there, just a little gray. I'll take it.
You know what I would say? I pastored a church. I left there about 3 years ago, and I was like all black here, man, all black when I started the church. When I left, it was just like straight gray. I call these my restoration grays. That's what I call them.
Mercy.
Or should I? Church folk will do that to you.
The saints.
Love them. Grace, man. I want to ask, right? Like you coming to school, you guys coming to school, what made you want to get into DP? You know, that's a question that I always wanted to ask anybody. like, what made you want to get into DP? Like, oh, I'm going to Oakwood. That's where I'm going to the choir. I'm going to that choir. I know that I'm not the interviewer, right? But I'm asking that question for anybody.
Hijack my show. Ian, I'll let you. I'm supposed to respect my elders, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him do that. Ian, I'll let you.
And that's my only question. That's my only question, Lucas.
So no, I'll answer this one. So I came to Huntsville for an alumni weekend, I think in 1996 or something like that. I really hadn't known about DP up until then. I came from the Virgin Islands. I knew about Oakwood, and I knew that there was a lot of music connection there. I like Take Six, all that stuff. But I hadn't heard about DP specifically. So I came to alumni weekend, and, I love music. I sing. And I heard this choir, and I was like, oh my gosh. I have got to be in that choir. That choir is just like nothing I've ever heard as far as evidence. I've never heard anything like that before. Yeah. Right? 96, was that Benji's first year? I mean, it was crazy. So I was like, I've got to be in that choir. So I came to Oakwood my freshman year. I tried out. I didn't even have a song really, because I didn't do a lot of solos. It was a lot of group singing. And, thank you to the leadership. I was good enough to get in. I mean, I tried out with some phenomenal singers that year. We had a really phenomenal group, but I was blessed to be one of the chosen. So, yep.
Sorry about the background noise. We just finished at Madison with Pastor Wilson doing a revival. I first heard the choir. I came to a college days in 1993. And they did a concert that Thursday, I think it was. And that was the first time I had just heard a choir that sounded like that, with young people that energetic, because we had, a choir at my church, and, we did a little clapping and whatever, we thought we were doing something. So to come and see the energy that they had, and young people just excited, and no one was fussing about it. No one was mad at them and everything. It just blew my mind that it could be, and it sounded fantastic. It sounded a word. It sound, I don't know. Anyway, the sound just blew my mind. I knew I had to be a part of this choir at some point in my life, whether I came here right away or not. I ended up coming later, but I knew at some point in my life I had to be a part of that, and at least learn from what they were doing and then apply it wherever I went from there.
I got you, Lucas. I ain't asking no more questions, bro. I just needed to. The reason why I think I asked that question is because sometimes when you begin something, when you see it at the inception, you want to know what was the impact before you were able to impact the choir. You know what I'm saying? What was the impact? And I'm going to tell you, for me, when it became structured, I was not a structured guy. I was just not a structured guy. And the way that Owen ran the choir, secretary, a treasurer, a so-and-so, this is without robes yet. You understand where I'm coming from? I wasn't that guy. I just wanted to play around. I'm 18, you know what I mean? I want to play around. I want to see the girls in the choir. I want to hang out. And the way that he took it in the second semester, it was like, and in the second quarter, right? At that time it was quarters. He wasn't there to play. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there to play. He wasn't there to make friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he really set that standard. And even though he and I were like tight friends, even up until today, his thing to me was, listen, if you can't hack it, leave. You understand where I'm coming from? And that's the kind of leader that you had in Owen until I think it was Benji, right? Until Benji had it, and it's not until I went to Bermuda in '95, I recognized that this was not his first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't Owen's first rodeo, man. Owen was doing this at 14, 15, 16 years old, So when they said, let's get that guy, he was like, nah, I'm good. But you can't stop how would you call it again? You can't stop a gift, even if you say no. You can't stop the gift. And that brother was gifted, and he brought the gift out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who was ever under Owen Simons, and that's when Jackson was just coming on, Lee Jackson. Whoo, my great goodness, Carmen Hope. All right, those are my contemporaries. You know, Dwan Starling. You know, we're talking about people who led the choir, did, you know, absolutely awesome. But it was no time for playing. And this is one of the things that I've realized, and I'm going to get in trouble. But as much as the Aeolians have brought individuals to that school, you know, remember, it's Eva B. Dykes that started the Aeolians years ago, not Alma Blackman. It was Eva B. Dykes, right? And we're talking about that was bringing people to the school. Dynamic Praise has given a whole new era to recruitment. That blue and white, boy, it's going to be on a sea of glass. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, blue and white.
Yeah, man, we saw it happening. You know, they would send us places for recruitment, which was amazing to me because, you know, we all know the tenuous relationship we had with administration. So to see, I mean, I made the comment before that we know the dead know nothing, because I promise you, if E.C. Ward and Mosley them saw what y'all jokers have done at that Oakwood University church, they would have got rid of it. We got lighted boards. They got folks walking in. They got a little drum sanctuary thing for the drummer. You know, I remember even when I came in years later, we still had to go. We had to go down to Moran and pick up that nice organ that y'all had left us. Thank you. And we had to go down there, and we had to carry that organ all the way down to the. We had to carry that organ all the way down to the church. You know, I think at one point Benji had a truck, and when somebody else had to pick it, we would take that all the way, because that's the only way you had a Hammond. If not, you had that big old loud pipe organ. Shout out to the pipe organ players.
Yeah. Listen, family, I remember when Dynamic Praise, whether it was the administration or whether it was others, right? I'm afraid to call names because I love them. And though they're dead and gone, so to speak. I love them. Was that me? Okay, but my issue was that I remember saying that those people make noise. I remember that. There was like, we don't want them singing at certain places or this, that, and the other. They just make noise. And I'm telling you, man, when I went back there to speak and I saw that there was drums in there and there was bass guitar and there was this and there was that and the whole nine, I was like, man, I want to say this, that Dynamic Praise are trendsetters. So when they would go to different churches and churches be like, no, we don't want those drums and we don't want those zones or whatever, you know, it was Owen's mindset of, then we're not coming. You understand where I'm coming from? You know, and you want to travel, but we're not coming. And this is what I believe that Dynamic Praise have also done, is help to change the worship experience and in different churches that felt that conservatism was the way. And here it is that we're bringing in a level of praise that followed now through generations, 35 years. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. You know, I want to share this with you guys. There's a song that Owen taught us. It was one of the first semesters he taught us. He taught us a song, "Oh, When I Come to the End of Our Journey." I don't know if y'all do. I don't even know if we sing that anymore. But
come to the end of my journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're trying to make me cry. All right. When I heard him teach that first part of the song. I'm telling you, family, I was probably 19. I was probably 19 at this point. That is one of the first times I ever thought of what heaven's going to be like. Ever in my life outside of a hymn. You understand where I'm coming from? And up until this day, when I see him, when we greet each other at the airport or at the school or when we meet up, we always say, "Oh, when I come." And I just think it's amazing, man, how that that start in '88 has kept so many people in the faith.
Yep.
It's kept so many people in the faith.
Yep. That is so true.
One thing that I like to do when people bring up songs, if I have the song, I go into the archives here and see if I can pull this out. So let's see if this, we'll go ahead and play this for you, Pastor, and we thank you for your time and coming by and hanging out. Let's see if it's coming through here.
I'm just gonna say goodbye. I'm just gonna say goodbye.
Man, listen, that I'm gonna let you go. It's late, but there's one thing that I ask a lot of my friends. As you said, you were 18, 19, when you were doing this. We were all pretty young. Um, Songs are different. They say some hits different. Songs are different at 19 and then at 49. Songs hit different, and so he'll understand is one of those that definitely he'll understand and say well done. Pastor, once again, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out. I look forward to the next time we see you, and if I don't see you around here, second Friday, Tree of Life, 5 o'clock. Don't be late.
Tree of life, brother. Blue and
All
white.
right.
Tree of life.
Have a
Blue
good
and
night,
white.
sir.
All right, Doc. All right, guys. Before we bring up the next guest, just gonna get a quick commercial from one of our Dynamic Praise fans. I'm gonna bring it up just now. One moment, and here we go.
Hey family, my name is James Doggett Jr. and I want to tell you something. In 1988, the Lakers won the championship, the Dodgers won the World Series, the LA Kings won the Stanley Cup. Yours truly was born. And then in fall of 1988, Dynamic Praise was born. Listen, I don't know what's most important out of all of those, but I will tell you that Dynamic Praise has had an impactful career thus far, 35 years of traveling the world and impacting lives for the building up of God's kingdom. Can I tell y'all some of my favorite memories of Dynamic Praise? I remember traveling with Dynamic Praise as a kid, thinking that I was a part of the choir. I remember going all over the country and seeing them sing from church to church. And I remember specifically how Dynamic Praise had the nerve to go into Oakwood College Church, and they brought in some drums. And I tell you, they shifted the trajectory of music, not just at Oakwood, but all over the world. And I want you to know, Dynamic Praise, I'm so excited that God has held you together and that your future is bright. And listen, as we celebrate what God has done, man, let's do it with extravagance in our gratitude, because I believe that the only reason why I am still in church and enjoy music today is because of Dynamic Praise's powerful music ministry. So to Benji, to Owen, to Bruce and Steven and Bryce and everyone who had a leadership role in Dynamic Praise, job well done. Love each and every one of you. And again, the only thing greater than our past is our favorable future. So I look forward to seeing what God has in the next 35 years.
Yes, yeah.
I want to talk to my agent about that last shot you was shooting, man. That hat on. I'm in bad lighting. I gotta get better people behind me, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm just saying. All right. First of all, it's bad enough you always stood me in the back of the choir. All right. I started to take that personal after a while. I would come in, I would line up, I'd be in the front, and y'all be like, "It was y'all too. Don't just feel like it's on Benji. Y'all was in charge too. Go to the back, Luke. You're not good enough to be up here."
Oh, that was never it. That was never it.
Because you're tall.
He's just tall.
We were standing on risers.
They still can't see.
We still can't see.
No. See what y'all sideways say is I was fat. That's all right though. I'll take that. I understand I was broad. I'm sturdy. All right, I'll take that. That's cool. All right. What we gonna do now? We talked to Paul, and Paul Graham it was great to have somebody from the inception. I mean, the literal inception of the choir and where we are. And Keith was lucky enough to have somebody work with him that is currently part of the choir, correct?
Yes. A current member, yes, sir.
All right, then we're gonna bring her on. I'm gonna need Ian to go ahead and hit the buttons here. Come on, man, produce. There we go. Oh, she over in Mosley. You over there in Mosley Complex? Okay. How are
Yes,
you?
I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I just
I'm
came back from Pathfinder Master Guide training, but
Oh
yeah,
wow.
wow. So
yes.
you the person to see about cooking a potato in the ground overnight. Make sure. Listen, make sure we link up when it's time to run. I need me a master guide on my side. I dropped out. I dropped out far too early. Far too early. All right. Well, can you go ahead and introduce yourself for those of us?
Okay. Well, my name is Sabrina Collins. I am a current sophomore. I'm in applied math, an engineering major, and a music minor. Shout out Coach T. He is my teacher. He's my music teacher. Um, and I am also a current member of Dynamic Praise. I joined my freshman year.
Wow. I love how you said your freshman year like it was so long
I
ago. Like
know.
you joined like 10 months ago. Like you just got there. It's good stuff though. It is good
Thank you.
stuff. So tell. All right. So um, tell us about what was your audition like? Do you remember?
Yes. Okay. 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 My audition, I was the last person to audition on purpose. On purpose. I'm I grew up singing in the church, playing in church all my life. I played piano for years, and so I'm used to performing in front of people or playing in front of people, but singing was a whole different type of thing. Singing in front of people is not what I'm used to. So I sang, I was going back and forth between songs. I was gonna sing Donnie McClurkin because my range is, well, it dropped. Okay. I sing alto and I can also sing tenor. Um, so I sang "Goodness of God" by CC Winans, and then yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you said I'm a tenor. And then said, "Oh, I sing alto, maybe tenor." Then she just, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna sing CC Wine." So okay, so you are what we like to
Mhm.
call a beast. All right. That is some phenomenal. That's some phenomenal singery we got going on there. Now I will ask. What section do you sing in the choir currently?
I am an alto. I
I'm
am an
so sorry
alto.
to hear that. I am so sorry. I was ready to be like yes, and then you said you can sing an alto. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, I will say it depends on the song. Sometimes I do switch parts mid song. Um, yeah.
listen.
Sometimes I do switch,
We
but
tenors demand loyalty. Unfortunately, though, the tenors that I sang with were always singing parts they weren't supposed to sing. I had a guy named Sally. Sally, man, I need you to sing the tenor part. Sally singing every part but the tenor part. And one of the guys that brought me in, John Virgil, he was staying all the way to like next to the alto section, and I was learning from him. So I was staying next with him, and he in the middle of the song, I'm trying to hear him for a part. He is singing alto. He is singing full on alto. I'm like, whoa, man. So I definitely have been around some people who do multiple things. Okay, okay. So clearly you made the choir, so that's good. That's good. Now, are there like you guys have any memories or anything that you like to share? I mean, that you can share with the family thus far.
um, let's see. I think my favorite trip that we traveled to Orlando second semester of my freshman year. So this time last year, right before my Nesby trip, and I wasn't used to traveling in such a quick time, singing and then running and then going back to Oakwood really quick. I think we left that Friday and then we drove back that Saturday night. The drive somehow turned into us getting back like Sunday mid-afternoon, although we left Orlando like 8 a.m. or not 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Um, but that was one of my favorite trips. I loved seeing Orlando. I liked getting to knowing getting to know my choir members on a better, close level. I also really liked when we did our spring concert last year as well. Um, yes, that was amazing. That was,
That was the one you guys were at the
yeah.
you guys are at an offsite church that did one that Bryce plays at.
Yes.
That was a good concert. I came in, I was lurking in the back when you guys were warming up, and then I was out there when in the audience. I was gonna try to keep up with y'all for about 97 seconds, and then my body, the way this cardiovascular system is set, I was not getting enough oxygen to my. And it's funny because we
Hmm.
all the old people right here, we really thought that we were high energy. Like if you look back at us, we really thought we was bringing it. Man, y'all on a level.
Man, man, I could hang for like 10 minutes, man.
Whatever, dude.
One song,
It's
one song. That's all you
I
get.
dude,
That's it.
I could even when they were doing God will, I could even do God will. God, let's see. I was like, oh gosh, I was
You,
getting
you
tight
know
in the
what's
hamstring.
what's funny about that? When I did that little thing at the reunion last year, Bryce asked me to come do some songs. I was sore. I showed them God will, and then the next day, like my legs were hurting. I was like, "What is happening right now? What's going on?"
So
Well, I have
go ahead, Keith.
I got a quick question for Sabrina. Well, we were in class. So Coach T is me. If y'all didn't know, I teach one of the classes at Oakwood. And we were in. There we go. Luke with the hate. Um, I showed them some old. I was playing some older music for them because there's another young lady in my class too who is also DP. And I was very surprised at how excited they were to hear some of the older stuff. You think the younger ones don't really care. They're doing their own thing, but they were really excited. And they fussed at me. They were fussing at me because they're like, "Well, why can't we get this stuff?
Literally.
Why don't y'all put this stuff out?" Like they were super excited. There was one particular song that Sabrina really liked. What is it? What is that song, Sabrina? What is
My
it
favorite
about
song
that
is
particular
Make
song?
a Joyful Noise. I listen to it maybe twice a day, maybe three times a day, trying to
Wow.
dissect the parts, trying to make sure I hit every note. I just really, oh my goodness, I loved that song. So when Coach T showed us the demo in class, I was like, oh, this is it on a whole nother level. And I liked it even more. And yes, I really would like those unreleased to become released sometime soon.
We
So I told
Make a,
them we
that's on
can't. So
Testify.
it is on Testify. So
So
I
that's on
have.
that's on Spotify and iTunes.
Hmm.
It should be on Spotify, but she's talking about I played for them the stuff that nobody has. So
oh the
Ah,
the uncut, the
I played
uncut.
I played when Joyce wrote the song, she sent us an actual demo of her singing all the parts. And so I played that one for her. And it's a little bit different because all the intricate stuff that Joyce put in that song, we couldn't do that with a choir. It was
not
just
with a
too
hundred voices.
she
Yeah.
yeah, she just had so much integral parts in there for Make a Joyful Noise. So what you guys are hearing is us that we kind of manufactured it to make it fit the choir. And so they got to hear some of that stuff. So they want that stuff. I don't know if I can give them that stuff. I don't know if I can give, we might have to work some arrangements out for those. We have to see about those.
Somebody was telling me that I need to take my Geritol. Listen, Geritol is not going to help unless it's going to stop this heart from stopping. Let me tell you something, man. Them jokers, man, I, it's like I said, the difference in energy level was magnificent. So, make a joyful noise. That's your jam. I have a story about this song, and I will share it. I don't know what made us at that point. We get to the end of the song, at the breakdown, like drop down low and start clapping like we was because at that time we was older then. I think Testify was that 2000s,
2008. 2008, I
2008.
think it was.
Yeah, so I was mid 30s and we're gonna do it like this, man. And I remember we got to the end and we would be thankful and we would start jumping up and down and get everybody, hype as we could. we sang at the Von Braun in the concert hall. Yes, there you go. Whoever said that, yes, you know where I'm going. It's definitely Bruce's fault. Bruce being a pox upon his house. We get there. I'm like, listen, Bruce, we on these risers, man. All right, we friends. Like me and Bruce, we weren't casual. We was dogs. I was like, listen, Bruce, and we can drop, but we can't be jumping. All right, no jump. He's like, I got you, Luke. I said, because the last thing I wanted was for my group to have a memory like the previous group of the risers falling down. We have a history of risers not supporting us, and I did not want that to be us.
He looked you in the eye, Luke. He looked you in the eye and told you that.
Dude, he got to the end, and he was like, he caught me again. I was like, and I don't know if you ever saw, like, see a dog get ready to do something, they know they're not supposed to, they kind of turn their head like, I'm about to take off, old man. Good luck, catch me. And he was like, boom! I was like, oh, we gonna die. I just knew that thing was gonna collapse. But, you know, the angels that excel in strength held us up and down on that rapidly bending, warping.
You could feel it.
We could feel it bending
up
up and down. Oh, to this day. Everybody wonders why when I see Bruce, I may hug him in such a forceful way. That would be why. Well, Miss Sabrina, I'm gonna ask you to do something. If you would be so kind. I always say this to the adults that are watching. You guys remember what it was like to be at school and get a care package of some sort. For those of you who were there, maybe in the Cunningham Hall era when you only had one phone in the building. You guys were sharing a pay phone. When your parents were able, after scrounging up the money to send you down here through all the car washes and everything you had to do to get here, and you were just so happy when somebody sent you something as simple as a box of, powdered milk and cereal. Well, now we no longer have, or if you needed something and there was somebody had to go to MoneyGram or Western Union and fill out 800 different things that you had to do to help somebody out, and you had to get a friend to take you to the Winn-Dixie to I said the Winn-Dixie to pick it up. It's not like that now. As you see, Miss Sabrina is active in the school. She has a double major. She's National Society of Black Engineers. She is doing her thing. If you could be so kind. Oh, no. If you'd be so kind, Miss Sabrina, if you could share with us your Cash App or your Venmo name, so that we can maybe some of y'all nice people might want to go ahead and bless her this weekend. Just let her know she's not down there completely by herself. All right, so Sabrina's going to share that with us. We'll get it up on the screen, and because she has to go, because apparently security is doing their job. Apparently trying to kick her out of Mosley. Wow, see, nothing's changed. Hey, you nice student there doing good work. Let's get you out of here and put you out into the darkness by yourself in an unsafe way. Way to go, campus safety. Don't you ever change.
Just a joke, campus safety. He's not trying to crack on y'all. He's
whatever. Whatever. They know me. Come get me. Come see me, bro. All right. So, Ian, you see, she put it in the chat. If you could put it up for us. And
I can.
We thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
I'm going to go ahead and get your song playing for you because that's what the lady asked for. And we do have it right here.
Yes.
And I almost pulled a hamstring in the chair. Hamstring with y'all. That's right, tearing the Achilles. That's right, tearing Achilles. Now y'all see me putting a cash app crossbar on the screen. Don't y'all be whack. All right. All that y'all remember was like, don't be that person. All right. All right. Well,
Again, thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for coming, Sabrina.
It feels good to know that something we did that young people like. That made me feel good. So you have a wonderful night and get back to the dorm safe.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
Man.
All right. Before we go to the next person, I'm going to go ahead and have another choir member tribute video. Coming up, one of our... What part did she sing? I don't remember if she says, but here it comes. You'll see.
Dynamic Praise, 35 years. My name is Keena Alberry Sterling now. I think I was a DP from 96 to 2003, sang alto. I'm here to represent those that didn't audition, but we borrowed a robe from someone and slid our way in. Eventually I did audition, Benji caught up with me. But I'm so excited to celebrate 35 years. Glad and happy to see everyone.
Oh man. I didn't know she snuck in. See, she little. So she could come by, she like right under my, Listen. Shout out to everybody who hung around in the summer and snuck in under summer choir. Shout out to the summer choir folk. Y'all did it y'all was a lot smarter than the rest of us, because we was up here sweating bullets talking about what we gonna sing. And all you had to do was show them sing for someone. Next thing you know, you vested.
You win.
You in the 401k.
Team No Audition. Who is that?
Carlisha.
Yes. So we have someone else in the studio. We are going to bring him in, and he's going to introduce himself. 1 second here. We have a Dante. Is it Deontay? Am I saying it right? Can you hear us? He's probably at rehearsal, so okay.
He said 1 second. He said wait for them to say, man, I got other stuff going on, bro. Hold
on. We'll come back to him. Chandler, if you have another song that while we're waiting for Deontay to come on, let's go ahead and get something else playing.
Yes, sir. So now some people who asked for this over. Apparently, I have been paying attention to
the chat.
During the week, people are putting in things that they asked for, and I can't believe that we went all this time and we did not play this. I thought I had played this, but apparently I had not, and some people asked for it, so we'll give it just a second and we'll get it up here to I remember this very simple song. Oh, wait a minute. Very simple song turned into something great. But it looks like Deontay's ready, man. Come on. Go ahead and bring him through here, and then we'll play the song when he gets done.
All right.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Good. Okay. So Deontay, can you go ahead and share with the choir, for those of us who may not know who you are, your affiliation with DP, what were you? Musician, choir, singer, what were you?
Oh, definitely. All right. So yes, my name is Deontay Laborde. I was in the graduating class of 2020, and I was a musician. All right. So I was a pianist as well as the organist for Dynamic Praise under the direction and directorship of Bryce Davis. Bryce Davis, that's my guy.
Awesome. So, when did you join the choir? Were you there the entire all 4 years, or how did that work?
So it's interestingly enough, I my twin sister was also there at the school, so she joined Dynamic Praise her freshman year, and that was during the tenureship of Bruce Bean. But me being the outsider, I was looking and I was like, okay, I know DP and what they always produce all the time, year in, year out. And I didn't get the opportunity, or I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to join. It was my junior year, my sophomore to junior year, sophomore year of college, undergraduate.
And I'm not sure what Bryce's rules were by the time you joined, but did you have to audition to be a musician, or how did that work?
Yes.
You just kind of okay.
Yes.
So how'd that go?
So funny enough, so I actually auditioned twice. Auditioned this twice. So the first time I auditioned, it was actually under when Bruce was in charge my freshman year, and I auditioned, and I believe the song I played was. It was a song from Kevin Terry. The song's in my mind. Song in G flat. Well, it was something that
like a musician. G flat.
But with this song, it was a very powerful song that they've always sung all the time, and fortunately, I knew the song before coming to Oakwood. So when I heard them sing it for the first time, I was like, "Oh yeah, I know the song. I'll play it." But I didn't know that the choir did a different way than the actual artist did. So he heard me, and he was like, "Okay, I see." He sees the talent, he sees the skill there. And after that, I know every Friday night, every Saturday night, I'm in Moran Hall just listening to the choir. Since I grew up listening to the choir on the radio or on their CD for the Testify album. My father had that album in his catalog, so I was like, Dynamic Praise. Oh, I just have to be where Dynamic Praise is. So I was very fortunate enough to listen to them over the years, and because God blessed me with this talent of hearing songs, trying to learn them pretty quickly. By the time my junior year came around and Bryce needed some musicians, I was there and I was willing and I was available, and it's been a history ever since then.
Awesome. So could you share one of your fondest memories with the choir? Doesn't matter where it is, on a trip here locally at Oakwood. What's one of your fondest memories?
My fondest memories, it would definitely have to be our trip to California. So we had a trip to California. I believe it was 2019, I believe. But that was the same time the Aeolians took a trip as well that same year to California, and they were involved in a bus accident. And
I remember that.
Yeah. We just heard the news the morning of at the hotel that we're staying, and that shook us to the core. It was like, hey, they're just a couple of hours away from us. We're in the LA area, and I believe they were in the San Francisco area. And fortunately, their lives were spared. But just to see the frugality of it, or how fragile life is, and that we are out here ministering in a different space, different capacity, than a lot of people don't get the opportunity to have. It shouldn't be taken for granted. There's a lot of times when we're young, we're saying we'll live forever, we're indestructible, we have all this time on the earth to do whatever we want to do, but just knowing that in a split second something can happen and can change our lives forever. I believe that was one of our more powerful trips and experiences ministering to those people in as well as to ourselves in California. And that will definitely be a trip I'll never forget.
Awesome. Well, I got one more question for you. Well, actually, it has two parts. So, the first part: what is your favorite DP original, and then your favorite DP song that was performed? Because we have some that we perform, and then we have some that are originals. What are your favorites?
Christian Ooh, that's tough. Okay, so since my first introduction was the Testify album, it would have to be "Give Me Jesus."
Give Me Jesus. Oh,
that song was tough.
We hadn't played that one yet.
That song was tough. I mean,
Yes.
the whole orchestration of it, the dynamics, literally, like when I think of Dying Praise, the dynamics the choir had, it was unbelievable. And I was a senior in high school, listening to that song for the first time, and I was blown away. I know. But I believe the album came out 2007, right? It came out 2007. Right, so it was 2007 when it came out, but I graduated high school 2015. So it was years since I heard the album.
Right.
But when I heard it, I was like, praise God I found this album, because it was just amazing. It was just an amazing project. And Give Me Jesus, if we ain't singing that in heaven, then I don't know. I don't be real bothered. But that would be my favorite original, and a song that the choir's done that probably another favorite. That's gonna be a tough one. Oh, that's gonna be tough. I think Hallelujah's the highest praise. Like that's a throwback. That's a throwback. And
I like it.
Yeah, it was. I remember playing that or hearing them perform that song run through that song in practice. And ever since I heard that song, I was like, okay, now I'm getting the perspective that Dying Praise is not all about contemporary gospel. Like, they have range.
Yes, we are a choir of range. Yes.
Very diverse backgrounds, and you can see the appreciation of all different types of gospel music, Christian music throughout every era. And for my experience to actually play and to actually minister through that song in a different capacity, it's just a blessing, and it definitely built me as a musician, allowed me to appreciate different genres or different artistic styles. And oh man, it can't beat it. Hallelujah's the highest. Yeah, you can't beat it.
Awesome. So Deontay, thank you very much for sharing. Shout out to Justin White, the writer of Give Me Jesus. Awesome songwriter, awesome musician in his own right as well. There we go. DJ Lucas.
All right, take it. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Oh, you fade out the reprise?
You're still muted.
I ain't gonna mute me. You're gonna defend myself. The man asked for 2 songs, so I was coming through with 2 songs.
Oh, the 2 songs. Oh, come on, let's go. Come on, let's bring Deontay back up. Man, who was playing the bass?
you ain't gotta ask that. It's Kelvin Wooten in the building.
Oh,
ladies
Yeah.
Jesus.
Kelvin
Oh.
Yeah,
Wooten,
that's
oh,
Wooten
oh.
on the bass.
that's Kelvin Wooten on the
Oh.
bass.
There we go.
My man over there, I think that was the concert. My man played himself into a hand cramp. He was playing, and all of a sudden he was like, his hand cramped up on him. I said, man, you got some potassium, man. Get the bananas in your system before you get up on stage.
Oh, jeez, that was good. That was good.
Man, listen, what I remember was I don't think Wooten and Owen had played together before, and for them to be locked in on that song like they were, and my man Harold on the organ is playing foolishness. I'm just listening like the level. Shout out to the musicians
Yes.
that played like this. The level of you guys messed it up for us. Like when we go home.
Yeah.
We used to think that, you used to think that Brother Johnson was all right on the piano. And then, some people would go home and they'd be like, ooh, wow. Like things that I did not know were a thing until I stopped being with Dynamic Praise and their level of musicians. I didn't know playing in only one key was a thing. I had never heard somebody, I can't play. I can't play in that key. Man, like what? That's a thing? Like the guys that the men and women that we had that played with us were so top notch.
Yeah.
I remember it was some like freshman, I don't know if it's a freshman concert or what, and Nikki Anderson got up and she played, and in the middle of her playing her song, she turned around backwards and was playing the keyboard backwards. When she got finished playing,
goodness,
the dudes unplugged the keyboard and took it like nobody else is touching this the rest of the night. And I don't know if it was like this for you, brother, but when we were in the choir, like after rehearsal, we had band rehearsal, and the foolishness y'all would get into while you were there learning and trying to fix stuff for songs, a lot of times were better than what we ended up doing, because sometimes it would be so far out there. I remember one time we were working on Florida A&M, Twig Clark, let everything that I praise the Lord. All right, so we were doing that, and the year before we had a guitarist by the name of Eric Griggs that played with us. Shout out to my man Bluetooth. He had got to the middle part, and normally there's a very classical piano, Twinkie, and he got on that guitar and did this rock mix, messed us up. We missed the cue to come back in. We were just sitting there like. So the next year he was gone. They said, okay, let's try something different. They worked on like a big gothic. It sounded like a big movie type thing in the middle of that song. And it didn't work out, but the fact that they were sitting there working on it in the middle of it, I watched them yahoos all move to the left. Everybody just moved to the left. They all switched instruments to the left and kept playing. What kind of sorcery? I wanted to throw them in a well to see if they would drown, to see if it was actually, if they were, we should be worried about their powers. But we are very thankful for our musicians. Yes. A lot of times doing it. Sabrina was talking about having to come back Sunday morning. Well, the reason why we have to come back Sunday morning is all of our musicians are taking this time out for free. Yeah. So, they got to play Sunday morning. So I don't care where we are. We're going to eat and get on that bus if we're lucky, because we got to be back. I can remember multiple times Roby and those guys, changing in the back of the bus, running off the bus to go to their gig. So thank you very much to all the musicians that gave of their time and their talents to help craft our sound. Well, brother, you let's see, hold on. Oh, you still mute? Okay, I'll see if you're gonna come off mute. But you want to say goodbye to everybody? And
oh yes.
All right. So are you still in the area? Where are you at now, sir?
No, I'm back in New York. Oh. So, yeah. So unfortunately, I won't be able. Oh, it pains me. I won't be able to come out during Alumni Weekend. Since it's the Easter weekend, and churches they want to hold on to the musicians around Easter.
We got you.
Yeah.
We get it. We get
It
it.
happens to us all the time. Shout out to Lloyd, Joseph, Logan, wherever you are, sir. My cousin Joey can never come because their musicians are not letting you guys will be there for sunrise service. That will definitely have to be. Well, we thank you for your time. We appreciate you coming out. God bless you and and thank you for all that you've done, my friend.
Yes, thank you. It's been an honor. Appreciate it. Have a good night, man.
Thank you, Deontay.
All right,
Wow.
Man, that was good stuff, man.
That was a good 2 numbers right there.
Well, listen, man. I remember watching Owen bang away on "Hallelujah Is the Highest Praise" is one of my favorite things to do, man. That little joke be beating that for. I don't know if the keyboard owes him money or it reminded him, but my goodness, he be beating them keys on that their particular song. So, all right, now Ian, do we have anybody else in the waiting room?
We don't have anyone else in the waiting room at this moment. We have one more member commercial to play, and then we can get close to wrapping up. Unless anyone in the chat wants to jump in.
I was trying to get Miss Griffin Brown to come on, but she didn't say anything.
She's talking about Miss Griffin Brown. Who else we got in here? If you want to come on, let us know. We'll get one more person on. All right, but let me play this member shout out. Here we go. I hope this one is right.
Greetings, alumni, DP alumni. This is Janelle Black Mathis. I came into DP maybe in '89, and trying to think of when I retired. I don't know. I'm representing one of those who was still in DP helping Benji out just because I'm here. I'm still local in Alabama. So I don't know when I retired officially. I sang alto. I'm now a tenor, but still they refuse to let go of the alto, the mighty alto.
All right. We actually have one person in the studio that just jumped in. We have Ethan. Ethan, if you're ready to jump on, we'll pull you up for a quick minute.
I literally just talked to him.
You did? Ethan looked like he's walking outside, but
dude, turn around and go back in the church, man. If you're still there, we can get you.
He's worse than Bryce. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
Dude, are you in the parking lot of the church?
Yeah.
Go back inside. There are lights and microphones inside. Are you
go home, man. It's been a long day.
They've been in their praise team rehearsal and revival, so he ain't been working. Ethan been working.
All right, well, Ian, go ahead and get him in and out so he get on the road and be safe as he's driving. I don't know about the safety of this here portion of the over here.
All right, so we'll wait for Ethan to get to a spot where he can turn on his light and stop driving. Don't want him to get into any accidents. We usually have police at Madison Mission roaming around the church, so don't want him to get any tickets.
You see, he heard you talking, he stopped. Hey, man, we trying to help you out, man. You got a wedding to plan. You ain't got time to pay for no tickets.
Right. Not those kind of tickets.
All right, go ahead, pull him up, man.
All right, let me bring him back up now. Okay, Ethan. Here we go. All right, sir. So we you just missed Deontay. He was just on, and now we can't hear you. Go ahead and unmute.
My mic was muted. My bad.
Yeah, we Deontay just left. We just jammed out to two of his favorites. But for everyone that's on, this is Ethan. Ethan, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? When did you join the choir? What was your role in the choir? Go ahead.
I can't remember exactly when I came on, either 2018 or 2019.
I came on as I guess the organist, and then I guess eventually I transitioned over to keys, and then I became the band director. Uh, and yeah, that's I guess pretty much my story getting into DP at least.
Awesome. So did you have to audition? And we're getting shout outs in the chat to the we have our musicians on tonight. It's always nice having you guys on. Did you have to
Um,
audition?
no, I wouldn't say I had to like explicitly audition. I'm assuming my playing on campus was my audition. I guess Bryce heard me play, and so he was like, "Hey, if you are down to come over, you can come over." And at the time, I was playing for VOT, but they were in flux and in a phase of transition from one director over to the next, and they were trying to set things up for the next director. And so yeah, there was an opportunity for me to leave, so I left and went to DP.
And that's not always a bad thing, everyone in internet land. We've had a few transplants come over from VOT, and we had a couple of our people that sang in both choirs. So that's our sister choir.
Did play for both choirs for like half a year.
Yeah,
we have done some recruiting. Just we
we
have
we have we have.
I'm talking about like, hey, listen, man. If they ain't gonna treat you right, we ain't gonna treat you wrong. Come on over here with us.
Nah, I would never say anything bad about VOT. I love my experience over there. It was great.
No,
I love my experience in DP too. DP was great. It was just two different choirs, two different vibes. It was cool to experience both. I'm glad I could say I experienced both choirs.
Awesome. You didn't do Aeolians too, did you? That'll be 3 choirs.
No, I was in UC for a while, and then I started playing for VOT for real. So I didn't really have time to do both.
Okay. Yeah, I did DP and the Aeolians, so it's different genres, but old school Aeolians, Lloyd Mallory.
You left some out.
I got Mallory singing. Sure.
We did DP, Aeolians, Madison Mission.
Oh, well, yeah, Madison Mission, Youth Choir. I guess, yeah.
They had us. They was working us like crazy.
Yeah, we were young and dumb back then. slaves to music, but we loved it. Yeah. So Ethan, you kind of know the drill. We talk about a few different things. One of the things we like to highlight is your experiences. What's a memorable moment for you with DP? Anything? What comes to mind?
That's a good question. I think probably my memorable experience is probably building a band. It's like one of my favorite things to do. And like creating a sound, and like we're all rowing in the same direction, trying to go to a specific place, and seeing from where we started from to where we ended up by the time we all ended up leaving DP. It was something awesome to see, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. It gets tiring after a while, carrying keyboards up the stairs into Moran, and on Friday nights and Saturday, running around trying to go to this gig and that gig. It gets tiring, but that's a part of the fun at the same time.
Carrying the equipment, it gets tiring carrying the equipment.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know anything about that. Go
ahead. He's the equipment carrier and chief.
Oh, we didn't have one of those during my time period. I wish we had somebody who would help carry the gear.
That's how we got on trips. So
really,
we saw, because Roby and Wayne and all those guys, they always had these huge keyboards and huge speakers. So I was like, I'm about to help every single time I get a chance. So we would volunteer to just carry stuff and carry, and that got us on trips. And eventually got to know the band and became a director from doing that stuff. So for some of you younger ones, if y'all want to go on more trips, y'all need to do more and help out more. But anyway, that's just commercial.
Man, I still remember walking through Nashville with 2 keyboards under one under each arm, carrying 2 amps and a guitar on my back coming from the bus, and they kept giving us the wrong directions to go. Oh, when you turn right, man, I was like, listen, I'm about to throw this stuff in the street. We about to be playing with it, just clapping, singing like the old days, if y'all don't find where we're going with this. And everybody was always so happy to have me help until that semester I went away. I came back from my semester off, and of course everything had wheels all of a sudden. I was like, wait a minute, You know, I help you get out the truck. Oh man, you ain't got to help me, man. You got wheels on it.
True.
Oh, now you have wheels. I see how it is now. I can wait for a few weeks. Everybody decide that it's too heavy to carry.
Yeah.
So.
For sure. We didn't really have that many choir members help us out. Some of the guys used to help us out every once in a blue moon, but I can't say it was consistent like it sounds like you guys were being. I can't say that for sure.
Awesome. So
Go ahead.
So, and not to prolong us tonight, favorite songs. So just like we did with Deontay, especially from a musician, what is your favorite DP original, and then what is your favorite performed song that's not a DP original?
The Dynamic Praises song. I like that song. We never did that song. I was kind of sad we didn't do that song. Oh, and the Genesis song.
Genesis. Where did Genesis come from?
I have no idea, but that's one of my favorite songs. I always wish we could have done it or performed it, and we never got a chance to. But those two songs are definitely up there. And then a song from my era that I like that we played, probably like I Want to Be Holy. Yeah, I Want to Be Holy was cool. I used to like that song. But yeah, those are my three songs. I gave you three. You asked what you like.
Awesome. So Luke, do you have any of those? Do you have Genesis? Well, I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know if you have it or not. You know, DJ Lucas may have everything or may not.
Well, what we do is the first one he asked about was Dynamic Praise. So we're gonna go ahead and shout out to my man Leroy. Oh no, Dynamic Praise was Kelly Mosley.
Yes, it's Kelly Mosley.
Shout out to Kelly Mosley. I think they're kicking Keith out the church. He's packing up over there. So shout out to Kelly Mosley and Ethan. If you want to get a chance for Genesis, I guarantee if you show up for this 35th, somebody's gonna try to have us dividing and splitting. So go ahead and show up and help catch some of these old people when we go to that. Somebody said now that when we get to the end, let it divide, we're gonna fall like dominoes. I'm hoping that's not the case. I just know at the 30th, I was holding on for that pole that was there for all that was worth. I probably put my hand grip in there. But here we go. This one my man asked for. I got one for him right here. Help me out here. I missed the cutoff when 'cause it goes. I forgot it goes right into God will.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. All right. So Ethan, I know you're heading out. You've been there all afternoon, all at night. So thank you for coming on, sharing some memories with us. And I'm pretty sure we'll see Ethan at the reunion unless something happens. All right. Thank you, man.
No problem.
All right. Good night, Ethan.
Good night, y'all. Good seeing you.
Well,
All right, man.
and then there were two.
All right, man. Let's as usual, it's our bedtime, so we got to go ahead and shut this down. However, there's one more song I wanted to get to that we haven't. I hadn't played yet, just because I don't know what I was waiting on, but I just hadn't played it. I can't see if this is the right one, so here's hoping.
Is it 14?
We can. I guess we can. Yeah, we'll use that one. That's fine. All right. You guys have a good night. We thank you for hanging out with us. Did you hit the right button? See, there you go, trying to put me out of a job, man.
I didn't start it yet, so
Right,
I think this is it.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and have prayer and roll out on this. You hear me? Anyway, let's have total prayer. Let this play out.
All right, let's pray, y'all. Thank you, Lord, for spending some time with us this evening as we went back into memory lane, the ministry of dynamic praise. And as we go our separate ways this evening, help us to have a wonderful Sabbath evening and bless us throughout the rest of the Sabbath. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, everybody. It's been a wonderful evening. Everyone have a good night.